Namaste and welcome again to Great Minds, Great Quotes. There is one very beautiful and poignant quotation from Osho. If you cannot be alone in the crowd, the crowd will be with you when you are alone. It appears mystical, maybe contradictory, but let me try to explain this in a few words. This is basically a lesson, a teaching on how to live in a society among a lot of people, lot of things happening around you, how to maintain your composure, your attention and your peace of mind and your purposefulness, that you are trying to do something wonderful. Then maybe how to avoid distractions, at the same time not offending anyone. So the first part of the quotation is, if you cannot be alone in the crowd. Now, the question is why you want to be alone in the crowd. If you wanted to be alone, you won't go in the crowd. But sometimes it is unavoidable. You go outside, you have to do something, you have to go to school, you have to go to work, whatever, you have to deal with people. But deal with the crowd skillfully and with compassion, with understanding and with politeness. Don't just tell people, look, I don't like to be here and I'm going away. That can be rude. So the yogis and sages have taught us a few simple ways to handle this. Is when you feel that you are in a crowd but you want to actually focus on something else, then you withdraw your attention from the outside. In yoga, it is the fifth limb of yoga called pratyahara, which means withdrawing your senses from the outer world to within yourself, or maybe connect with your sixth sense, which is a big topic. We'll talk about it another occasion. But the example given is that of a turtle. A turtle spreads legs out, lives in a shell, and walks around, eats and drinks or whatever. But when he wants to rest or maybe protect himself from attack of predators, he withdraws all his limbs inside and it just becomes a shell. And he cannot be easily hurt in the shell, which is pretty strong. So other predators tend to avoid it because they cannot touch its soft skin. So become like a turtle if and when necessary, when you need to. You are surrounded by lots of events, activities, people. Just maybe close your eyes halfway or fully and withdraw your attention to what you are listening or what you are seeing. So if you close your eyes, immediately you don't see the stimulus coming from light and pictures and colors. So your attention is already partly withdrawn from the outside. Your hearing also less and less. And your attention is within yourself. Now what is within myself? So the gateway to within yourself is your breath. You begin to pay your attention to the sound of your breathing. So all the other sounds will diminish. You close your eyes and pay attention to your breathing. 90% of the job is done. You are becoming alone or separate or away from the influence of the crowd. If you are always paying attention to the outside world, okay, I like this, I don't like this, he is misbehaving, he is good. So all these distinctions and all these descriptions crowd your mind. So learn to withdraw your senses, withdraw your attention within so that you are less influenced if necessary. Sometimes you want to be influenced if you are in good company, in good scenery, good activity. You want to flow with that. That is fine too. But when you need to withdraw, you must know the techniques how to withdraw. So, having done that, in a crowd, if it is disturbing situation, distracting situation, you are protected. Do you know how to protect yourself and at the same time not be influenced by others? And you withdraw your senses, you withdraw your attention to your breath, and you can focus on something you really want to concentrate on. Something you want to do, something you have learned today, you want to remember something. Bring those things in your attention rather than the external world. Now, the second part of the quotation is, if you are unable to do that, if you are unable to protect yourself from being influenced, being distracted by the outside world, what will happen when you are alone? That crowd, that distraction will accompany you because you have not learned to withdraw. So your mind will still be there. Oh, he said that, I didn't like it, he was doing something wrong. Your mind is always there, although they are not there with you. You are alone, physically you are alone, but mentally you are still distracted by the outer world experience, outer world observation. So it works both ways. If you do not learn how to be alone in the crowd, then when you are alone, the crowd will follow you and disturb you. So this is a very interesting and very useful lesson to contemplate on, to learn and practice and master it, and your life will change for good. Thank you for listening. Talk to you again soon. See you again soon.